conflict-stricken regions. We also are going to be raising another worry. Politics in Cameroon are increasingly growing silent with what is happening in the southwest and northwest regions. Are they also overwhelmed? Have they spoken and are tired of what is happening? Are they now just observing, looking up to God to do whatever He pleases? We are discussing these two topics with our panelists who are in the house already. We have Ndiwm Emmanuel, who is here. He is a member of the civil society. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Leo. Good evening to my co-panelists, and good evening to all the viewers of my media prime, especially lovers of prime.
We also are in the company of Akwen Nadieh. She is the youth leader for UPC party. Also acting lady. We are glad to have you. Good evening.
Good evening to you, Mr. Kum. Good evening to my co-panelists, Derek, and to the journalists on board. Good evening to all Cameroonians who are watching from far. A special greetings to the young lady who insulted Africans on the issue of, some women are very funny, or some Africans, you want to gain fame and you start by insulting your fellow brothers and telling them that we shouldn't work money, those that are in the diaspora shouldn't work money and send to African countries, calling us lazy people. It is but very foolish for you to try to gain fame and you're insulting your fellow brothers. It is very pathetic to see how Africans can do anything just to gain fame and have money. It's very funny to see that it's coming from a young girl. So I send her a special greeting from Douala, from my media prime house.
Okay, we also are in the company of Jarvis. He's a journalist who works here with us. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Kum. Good evening, Yaoundé. Good evening, Douala. Good evening, Bamenda. Good evening to the peace-loving people of Menchum Division, especially my hometown, Way Village, and of course, good evening to the people of Munya.
We are also going to be connecting from Yaoundé with Itoy Ndiwm Williams. He is a journalist and publisher, newspaper publisher. Good evening, Ndiwm, and welcome. Hello, Ndiwm. Your voice is, the volume is too low. How are you?
Yes, good evening. Getting to all the viewers of my media prime. We are talking live from Yaoundé, where we have a lot of things as our parliamentarians are holding their sessions, and don't forget.
Okay, Ndiwm, I'll start the program with you. The question is, why are MPs and senators silent over what is happening, the recent killings in the southwest and northwest regions? Are you also asking questions like others, why they are not talking?
Leo Mundimba is not a perfect place. The parliamentarian is a female. She has never talked about this crisis since when the crisis started. This is the glass house for her interest. She's prepared to go out for her 10th mandate. She has never said anything. 5 divisional delegates were adopted in Ndiwm. 6 divisional delegates, one was killed in Ndiwm. Our parliamentarian in Ndiwm never said anything. They were very silent about that. It's trying to one of Monduma Central looking out where is the paper of examination. Then our lab technician of Pamo was posting that among others who have been killed, our parliamentarians have not said anything. Pamo is in shambles. The parliamentarians, their lives are still, it seems as if nothing is happening. Then you boil down to Kumba, you see where are the parliamentarians? We have we have Kumas Oban and Meme West constituencies in Meme division. The parliamentarian in Kumba Oban is permanently in Yaoundé. He comes to Kumba when there's a location through an armor car. What do you expect to come and tell the people? Recently, people are being killed. They have never raised their fingers up to say, Let's talk about this issue. Our people must live. Our people need to survive. They have never talked about that issue.
Are they still in this?
In the West, go and ask the people of Bole, go and ask the people of Konye, go and ask the people of Bonge, go and ask the people of Masaka, go and ask the people of Bekondo. They don't know about the parliamentarians of Emmanuel, West, and Kumakusha. By the end of the day, they will tell you that they were elected under the canopy, under the cap of passive party discipline. Let me take you to the Northwest region. Ask yourself that the SDF parliamentarian of Nsungkikang and Fundong, where we always have horrific images coming from that area, has he raised any finger to say anything in parliament? We have started. Ask yourself if, I'm coming please, ask yourself if the parliamentarian of Bello and Boom, if she has said something. Anyway, in last election that took place in February, I saw her in one of the videos that went viral on social media. She was doing a kind of Brexit. She called it embassy. But unfortunately, she's in parliament. Our people, our parliamentarians are not representing their people. They are representing their stomach. Whether you like it or not, there are things that people are afraid to say. Why should we be afraid to say something that concerns the people? They are dying in a normal